Hello, welcome to a new studio vlog. It's Friday and I thought Friday was a good day to start the studio vlog because I have a craft fair tomorrow. It's an online fair again and I'm super excited. So before we talk about that, let's catch up on what's been happening this week at Crafty Penguin. So it is the 25th of June. It's Friday evening and there's been a few things go on this week that I've not really vlogged or anything because I've kind of been doing it in the evening after work and it's not really been anything to really show. So I've added some new products to the shop that I have been going to do for ages. This design has now been added to the shop. So this is Penny Penguin. So meet Penny Penguin. She's new and I've mentioned this design before and not really spoke much about it because I kept thinking, oh, I don't know when to add it to the shop, and the dilemma for ages was when to add it because it's only a very small collection. There's just a coaster, a mug and a pin badge at the moment with that on. If you think of the products you might like to see with it on, let me know because I can always make them because I make everything here. But I was unsure when to launch it because I had it all ready to go, and then with COVID I stopped selling mugs in my shop for a while because I just didn't feel like I wanted to go to the post office to post items. I was mainly just posting things that would fit in a letterbox and in the post box, that kind of size of item. And now I've had both my vaccinations, which is great, and I feel quite a bit more confident going out and about. So I've now added mugs back in my shop, which now means that I've added Crafty Penguin's new friend, Penny Penguin, to my shop as well. So you can now check her out. She's available in my shop on a few items. Like I say, I will share them with you a little later because I don't have them out there in the cupboard and I'm going to get them out later anyway, ready for the craft fair tomorrow. Other exciting thing this week, I had an order. It's been so long. I was sat working during the day doing my day job and I heard the ka-ching noise and I was like, what? I looked and there was actually a ka-ching noise and it was from Etsy, which was amazing. I have had a sale in my Etsy shop this week and it was to Germany. Now I've never ever until that day sold anything to Europe. It's been open in my shop for that for a while on my Etsy shop. So first sale to Germany, which wasn't without its challenges. So I thought it would be fairly straightforward because I've been using click and drop for small items because it was a pin badge that I needed to post, which is fine. And I've posted stuff over to America, Japan, Canada, and they've all been easy because you do the CH22 form. That's fine, done, gone. At the start of the year, I applied for the URI number because I knew about the European Union and things going on there. And I thought, it'll be dead simple. I'll be able to just find the code for pin badges and add that to the form and send it off. What is the code for a pin badge? I have no idea. I am so confused. I can't understand it. I can't figure it out. I typed badge in, can't find anything other than textile badges on the government website. I typed in pin badge, doesn't exist. All I got was a load of information about different kinds of metal. I'm like, that's really not helpful. So if anyone knows of anywhere good to look up these custom codes, these tariff codes that I need to use as a small business, that would be so helpful. I have got a few from some other small businesses, but not one for not one for that particular kind of product, and some of my other products I don't know what they are either. And I find it so challenging. I find it so difficult. I can't believe how hard it is to find that information. There's nowhere that seems to be accessible. So if you know somewhere, if you're another small business, I would love to know. That would be so helpful. So in the end I didn't use click and drop because I just couldn't figure it out, and I want to make sure that this item gets to the person because they paid for it. I took it to the post office and it was so much easier. I didn't need the RI number or anything. The guy just said fill in the custom form, filled it in, gave it to him, gave it him back, paid my money, posted the parcel. So I don't know why click and drop is so complicated with the European Union things. So had an order, that was the exciting part. So I've recorded some footage of me packing that and you've probably seen that by now. Tonight's plan, given I have a market tomorrow, is I'm not really going to set up a stall. I'm just going to set up a few things on my desk, just some smaller items this time, a bit like I did for the last online fair that I did, and it looked quite nice just on my desk, so I'm going to do that again. And I'm chatting with Hannah tomorrow from Hannah Kate Makes, which is super, super exciting. So I followed Hannah for quite a while. She's another artist, illustrator, does all sorts of cool like sci-fi fantasy kind of designs. They're amazing. And we're going to chat tomorrow as part of the fair. So 10 o'clock tomorrow morning we're going live on Instagram, which is so exciting. And it'll be nice to actually speak to her. I've spoken to her on messages and I followed her for a while, like I say, and we follow each other. And it'll just be nice to chat with her about what she does and what we do as small businesses. And I'm really excited. So in case you're wondering, the fair tomorrow is with Handmade Hour. And it's been run by them and Pedal UK. And it's on a platform called Trestle, which I've never used before. So that looks kind of interesting. I've had to set up like a profile picture on there and the links to my social media and a couple of other photos and a little bit of information. But it basically links to my website. So if you're shopping in the UK, you can get on that nice and simple. If you're an international buyer, it links to my Etsy shop from my website. Because as I've mentioned before, my website doesn't have international shipping. And with the situation that I've had this week, I'm so glad, because it's a lot easier with Etsy to deal with stuff, and there's more stuff coming into play next month as well that I still need to understand. So yeah, I'm gonna set up a stall tonight, ready for that. A little one, like I say, and I'll take you with me. I'll try and film it when I put it together in a little while. Good morning. It's Saturday morning and it is the 26th of June. It's now 9:10. I've just had some breakfast, so I've just had a bacon and egg sandwich, which is really, really nice. It's just like being at a real craft fair, isn't it? That's what I used to do when I used to go to fairs, like in person before COVID. I used to grab some breakfast when I got there. All of my stall is set up, like, well, not really a stall, just like a little bit of a background really, more than anything, because I'm going live with Hannah Kate Makes at 10 o'clock as part of the Love Leaving Lockdown event today. And I think we're about ready to go, to be honest. Everything's sort of done, out and ready. And like I say, I've just had breakfast, so I'm quite excited. A couple of other things to mention. I had a sale in my Etsy shop last night. It's like the second one this week. What's going on? I had a sale and it's actually quite an exciting one, to be fair. So I offer custom logos in my shop, which I don't get that many of, but I do really enjoy doing. This one is from a small business that's a dog grooming business, and the lady sent me the information on what she's looking for, and it sounds really exciting. So I'm actually super excited about that. That's really cool. So I have an order for that. So you'll probably maybe see me do some bits of drawing and creating a mood board for that maybe over the weekend. I've also had another inquiry in my Etsy shop as well. Lots of custom design stuff. This one is for a custom tin. So I do like metal tins where you sublimate the design onto the top. It can be writing, it can be an image, it can be whatever you want really. So someone's inquired about that as well. So that's really, really cool. Quite a few messages on Etsy, which is nice because I was beginning to feel like Etsy was broken because I hadn't heard like the ka-ching sound for so long. And then I'm really excited for today. Today I'm taking part in the Love Leaving Lockdown event with Handmade Hour, Pedal and Trestle. And it's on all weekend. It's on the platform called Trestle, so you can find it on their website. If you go on my Instagram, there's a link through there so that people can find it this weekend. I'm going to keep posting bits of information throughout the weekend as well and sharing it with everyone, and I'm just really looking forward to it. So I have the live with Hannah Cake Makes today, and I might pop on at some other points just to let you know how things are going over on Instagram as well over the weekend. So I'm going to try and vlog and let you know how things go, and we're going to be on Instagram most of the weekend, so let's have fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Hello, it's now, what time are we on? 2 minutes to 10. I have a cup of coffee, and I thought I would put it in a Crafty Penguin mug, ready for my chat with Hannah Cake Makes. I'm so excited. So I think she's just messaged me, so I'm gonna go and I'll catch up with you after. Totally forgot I had a post that needed to go out at 10, just marketing the event that just popped up. Just messaged Hannah to see if she's ready. Right, here we go. Welcome back. It's now Saturday afternoon. So the live with Hannah Cake Makes went amazing. She's so lovely. We had such a lovely chat. Like, we chatted for probably the best part of an hour, just chatting about what we do, what we've got on sale in our shops this weekend, just about life in general. It was just such a lovely, lovely chat, and I really enjoyed it. So that was really nice. And then since then, had some lunch, and I've just been having a look through the event on Trestle. And there are so many lovely makers on there. There are so many lovely creatives and all sorts of things. I think I need to actually look at it on my laptop. It's like, I don't know, I think that's just me. I prefer to look at things on a bigger screen and see more of it, whereas on my phone it's quite small and fiddly. But definitely over the weekend I need to spend some time and have a look on there. I've had a few, I can see on my phone that a few people have been on my website, which is cool. And I think I've had a favourite on my Etsy shop. So people are definitely sort of finding me out there as well. And I've definitely had lots of shout outs on social media, which has been cool. And I've definitely shared lots on my my stories, particularly today, because that was one of the things that they were on about on one of the Zoom calls that I watched a recording of, to share things more on stories, and then they will see them and they'll share them out again. So like Pedal and Handmade Hour and Trestle are sharing things, which is amazing. So it's obviously opening Crafty Penguin up to new followers and people finding me, which is so cool. So we'll see how it goes. I'm still feeling positive. I've got some work to do for a custom logo design that came in last night. I need to do some concept ideas for that. So I think I'm going to go sit out in the garden, take my sketchbook. I've printed off a mood board to help me with what I'm doing, and I'm going to go work on that. So I'll speak to you later. It's now Monday morning. I didn't film it all yesterday. I ended up going out doing some family stuff. The Love Living lockdown event is now over. Obviously it was on all weekend, So yesterday I posted a few things on my Instagram again, trying to get some interest in my shop. Looking at the stats on my Etsy and my website, it looks like people were looking. The stats on my Etsy, I'm not sure if they're accurate because they seem really inflated. And I'm not sure that it's tracking right. On my website, there are more people going through the website than normal, but nothing like what Etsy's showing me, so I don't think Etsy's quite right. There's definitely more traffic going through my website over the weekend, which is good. So I assume more people are seeing Crafty Penguin, which is nice. I haven't had any more orders other than the ones I had on Friday night. But I'm always skeptical with like these events kind of thing. I never really know if I get sales after them sometimes and things like that. So we'll wait and see. I have still got an order that I'm working on, which is this one here. So yesterday I filmed, so I didn't speak to the vlog, but I did film some bits of me creating this for the tin that I need to do. So it's a custom design for someone for a birthday gift because someone's dog keeps stealing their sweets, so they wanted to make a tin. So I've just got this bit here that then needs to go, they come separate so you can sublimate the tops. And this bit here, I really do wish you could buy, and if anyone knows if you can, these bits just on their own, because sometimes you kind of need to test them before you do them to make sure that the design's going to work. And I end up wasting these and then have loads of the tins, which is just really annoying. I've got about 2 or 3 tins now that I don't have the inserts for because when I did the first one the colours weren't quite right, and it's always tricky with sublimation printing to tell. It'd be really useful if you could buy these separate, or if anyone knows where you can get them, please let me know, because that'd be super helpful. So this is the actual one. This is going to go on the tin. I'll probably film that shortly. I need to package it, sorry, and post that out. So that's what I've got to do today. I've also got to clear up. I've cleared up some of the stuff from the fair, because if I spin you this way slightly, there you go, look, you can still see little bits of my stall that are still out from the weekend. They need to go away. I had to clear some bits up yesterday because I was doing that and they were in the way. So yeah, I think it's about 8 o'clock because the alarm went off. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock now. And I start work at past, so I'm going to try and just finish this tin and then hopefully get it packaged. So we'll see how that goes. Can't remember when I recorded the vlog this week. I think I may have maybe recorded once in the week since last weekend. I really can't remember, I'm so sorry. It has actually been quite a busy week. I've had quite a bit on. Not a lot I can actually share with you on here because I've had 2 custom orders and one's still ongoing. So I had a custom order for a tin, so that's done. They needed it for the 7th of July. They've already got it. I posted it on Monday and I only posted it second class, but it got there by Wednesday, which was amazing. And they sent me such a lovely message over on my Etsy shop. Now, those of you who use Etsy will know that you can't leave a review for someone straight away on Etsy, but she took the time out to actually message me to let me know that the tin had arrived and it was what she wanted. And she was really pleased with it. So that was so lovely to hear. And I love that. That's what I love about this business sometimes. When you get the custom orders or you get the little orders and people take the time out to talk to you and just let you know everything's okay. And then I had a second order, which was for a custom logo, which I am still like working on. They take a lot more time because I want to create something that's perfect for the person and what they're looking for. So it takes a lot of to and fro and a lot of messaging and things like that. And I can't really show you much of that either. But I am going to show you some of my sketches because you know that I generally draw animals, which is what I do, which is fine. And they're after a flamingo, so it's not something I've drawn before. And these were my first initial sketches of some flamingos. So there we go. I had some real good fun with that actually, and I really liked them. So that's a little bit I did in my sketchbook towards that, and that's probably as much as I can show you. So that's been really good. It's been really challenging, but I really enjoyed it so far. So the lady who I'm working with is quite good. She seems to know what she wants, and that's what I like, because sometimes you get custom orders for logos and people don't have a clue, which makes it quite difficult. But she does know what she wants, and it's pushing me to be able to do what she wants, and I'm actually really enjoying it. And I've had a delivery this week of something exciting. So I do, as you know, some screen printing, and I haven't bought anything for ages, and I'm still waiting for blank screens to come in so that I can do more of my own. But I ordered some new screen sensation screens, and they are beautiful. They are the Christmas collection, well, like the winter collection, I think. So you can use them around like winter time, ready for Christmas. And I think these will look amazing on t-shirts and maybe tote bags and things like that. And here's the first one. So they're in the packaging still. So this one's a wolf. So that's really cool, and I love like all the detail that they're putting in their screens now. They seem to be doing a lot more detailed ones. And the other one, you'll see why I had to buy the other one. So doesn't need any explanation really, does it? But this is the other one. So it's an adult penguin and a baby penguin, and again there's all the detail in there. So I'm really looking forward to having a go with these in the next couple of weeks or so when I get a chance. So that's my latest purchase. I'm so happy with them. I ordered them on a pre-order because they didn't actually come out until the 1st of July, and I ordered them towards the end of June. So that's really cool. So they've arrived this week as well. So look out for those being used sometime in the future. And that's pretty much it really. It's now, what are we on? The 4th of July. So it's Sunday evening. I'm rapidly in the background trying to catch up with loads of these vlogs that I've recorded and some other videos that I'm sure you're going to enjoy that are coming soon on my YouTube channel. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have not really got a clue at this moment I'm sat here talking to you what's in it, because I honestly can't remember. So I hope it's been enjoyable. I hope you've had fun watching it. If you have, please give it the thumbs up. That would be amazing. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get the notifications. And also, don't forget to check out www.craftypenguin.co.uk for everything Crafty Penguin. And while you're there, also check out my design services page. That's something I'm trying to develop at the moment. Ways I can help you, and if you have a small business, that as well. So it's all exciting. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.